Thank you. It's been a long day. We've covered a lot of ground. I'm aware that it's a Friday afternoon here in Hong Kong, but do bear with me just minutes to really offer some reflections on the fantastic discussion that we've had today. There were three things that really struck me during all of the panel discussions today. The first is that even though we're still dealing with a global pandemic that has really impacted the business community to a level that we've never seen, we are still focused on some of the important long-term issues: climate change, dealing with the rising issues around waste, and trying to develop solutions, including developing a circular economy, decarbonization plans. It struck me just how important that is for the business community to keep a focus on these long-term issues. As I think the COVID pandemic has made us realize just how fragile our economy is. So we really have to make sure that we're well prepared to deal with some even bigger issues that will come our way. The second thing that struck me today is that the way business approaches its role, it is much more than just making profits for shareholders. And I think all of the discussion today has really brought out that we have seen a change. I lead a business which has been in operation for 120 years. And the way businesses were operated 120 years ago would be unacceptable today. And in less than a decade, we will see decarbonization targets, and we'll see the impact of a change in attitude, a social acceptability, that how we operate businesses today will not be acceptable in the space of a decade. We do need to think about the broader impact of our business on society, on people, on the environment, and make sure that we are operating our business in the way that society expects of us. And that brings me back to Hong Kong, where we have a target now that's been set by the chief executive to decarbonize our economy by 2050. That's 10 years ahead of the national target that was set in the mainland by 2060. So you can see many businesses have embraced that. We will not get there without action from the business sector generally. And that means everybody needs to play a part. It's great to see that some companies have already embraced that target, are putting in place actions. And I hope that from today we've seen perhaps a call to more action, and to make sure that we are setting targets, that we're accepting the need for transparency around those targets, for reporting progress, and taking accountability for delivering on those targets. So, final word, just to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who joined us today online. Thank you to our panelists. Thank you to our sponsors. Without your help, we can't continue to run our EnviroSeries events, so you're a very important stakeholder for BEC. Thank you to our partners, and thank you in particular to our overseas speakers for your contribution to us today. It's great that we have online events because we can actually engage overseas speakers more easily, and thank you for your participation. And finally, a big thank you to the BEC staff for making this event possible. So I wish you a great weekend. Thank you.